Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. A very quick review today. We're going to find out what's in this Midtown Comics bag from New York City.
The greatest Sith in generations. They must be stopped.
Welcome back to the channel, and as saw at the beginning, this is my one and only geeky purchase from my recent trip to New York. I was expecting to see and pick up quite a few items, because obviously, America, I thought that distribution would be better, there'd be more stock over there, and unfortunately I saw the same old stuff that you see in stores over here. So it's not just the UK that has distribution problems, or stuff that just hits the shelves and sells out straight away. It's obviously America as well. But I went into the Grand Central Station store of Midtown Comics, not the one that was on Times Square, which was just down the road from where we stayed. And I was lucky enough to get this Star Wars Black Series figure, which I haven't seen anywhere in the UK. So here we have Darth Revan. This is the re-release. Oh, there's the receipt. This is the re-release from the Archive collection. Now, I'm not even sure if these figures have hit UK shores yet, but literally when I saw this on the shelf in the store, and it was the only one there, I thought I've got to pick that up because I've got no other chance really of probably getting hold of it. And he's a very popular figure. He first appeared in the Knights of the Old Republic video game in 2003, which was a hugely popular Star Wars video game. And as you can see on the back, gives you a bit of a description. Nice illustration of the character there. The enigmatic former hero of the Jedi Civil War, Darth Revan continued to play a pivotal role in the ongoing war between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic, because Revan is one of the few characters in the Star Wars franchise who has gone from the light side to the dark side and then back to the light side. Now, I know there's a light side version of Revan that's due out, I think, in a forthcoming wave where he's obviously all in white, or that wave might already have been released, I'm not too sure. But I haven't seen that figure anywhere, even if it has previously been released. So this figure was released previously in the old red and black series packaging, and sold out like hotcakes everywhere. Was very difficult to get, went for lots of money on the secondary market. So it's a very welcome re-release, and hopefully the same fate doesn't apply to the re-release. And if you want the figure, you can then get hold of it as well. So that's a quick look at the packaging. And obviously, the packaging was a little bit damaged, as you can see at the back. But it was the only one on the shelf, and I wasn't really going to quibble. And as you can see, I've left the price tag on. Midtown Comics, $26.99. Then plus with sales tax, like most states had on sales tax, I think it came to about $29 in the end. But I didn't mind paying the little bit extra, obviously, because this is just a sort out after figure. So here he is out of the packaging, and he does come with two accessories, which are two lightsabers. Now, he comes with a purple lightsaber with a very, very distinctive handle there, which is faithful to the one he wields as a member of the Jedi Order in the game. And again, this does have the pop out feature where you can just have the hilt. But from what I can see, there's no peg hole for him to actually, to pin that on the actual belt. So I don't think it has that ability, but obviously you can just have him holding the hilt if you want to. Just pop the blade back in there. So that's the purple blade. Now, he does use both when he's Darth Revan. And here is his Sith Lord lightsaber as well. Again, no peg there for a little peg for you to stick it on his belt, so we haven't got that feature with this figure. But again, if you want him just holding the hilt in a particular action pose, you've got that option of taking the blade out. Nice detail on the blade there, nice paint work. So there's the two lightsabers that he comes with. And the first thing to mention is a great use of cloth goods with this figure. Just look at this cape that he comes with. Nicely stitched there at the back to give it kind of like a bit of a flow. And look at the detail on that. Now, that's obviously, you know, somebody could say, well, somebody's just randomly cut some holes in that. But I do like the look that it gives the cloak with that tattered kind of like approach. And then obviously you've got cloth goods again with the same kind of detail going around the legs. And then you get into the rest of the costume where they move from cloth goods to plastic. Now I can understand the change for that, because obviously this might have been a little bit more difficult to keep in one piece and might have frayed a bit easily, because the smaller the cloth that they use, the more chance there is of like potentially it becoming frayed and stuff. So and then you move up to the detail in the rest of the figure. Now it does strike you as he's got a very kind of like Mandalorian style helmet. Now, I've never played Knights of the Old Republic. I must admit that did pass me by. I'd kind of like stopped playing video games back then. So I'm not sure if he is of Mandalore origin. I don't think he is. I did read a quick bio of him before doing this review, but he does look so cool. However, the fact that we've now got plastic goods for the hood does limit that head movement. The head does move. There is some movement there. So the head could move, but the fact that it's encased in a plastic hood just means that all you've got really is a slight movement there. Not really much you can actually do. You could probably tilt it slightly to the side and then slightly to the side there if you wanted him in a particular action pose. So that's a bit of a shame there. But again, I'd always have him like looking straight on. There's limited movement in the arms as well because of this cloth goods, not cloth goods, the plastic making up the hood. That comes down to the shoulders. So it means you can't actually lift his arms up that much. So it does give a bit of a restriction of movement. It's better on his left arm than it is on his right arm. But there's nice movement on the torso there. And then let's have a look at how his legs stand up. Again, lovely detail on his costume there. You've got his legs there, and it's got the standard like knee joints, and obviously your standard ball joints on the feet as well, which means that you can put him in a variety of poses. Let's just bring that skirt back down there. Pull that back down. Okay. So all in all, he's a really good figure, highly detailed, accurate to how he appears in the video game, and obviously other spin-off media. He was scheduled to actually appear in the Clone Wars at one point in a flashback scene, but I don't think they ever animated it. And he has obviously sometimes appeared in some of the comics. I think Dark Horse Comics before Lucasfilm was bought out by Disney and the comics moved to being produced by Marvel. But he is part of the Legends universe. And and I'm not sure whether or not he's moved over to the Disney canon yet. So he's still technically part of Legends, which is the old continuity that was built up since Star Wars, right through till 2012, when Disney then bought Lucasfilm and then decided to wipe the slate clean with all the continuity and only keep the filmed products, film, the TV series, anything that was live action or officially cartoon was kept as the main continuity, and all the books and all the comics that have been produced up to that point were then kind of like wiped away or put in this Legends bracket, just so like obviously Disney could do their own thing, and didn't go down with some fans too well. So we can put the lightsaber in his hand there. Fits in very, very nicely. And the same thing with this lightsaber here. So he does look very good and very imposing with the two sabers. I really like this figure. And I do hope that obviously, you know, he does pop up in some kind of continuity. You know, a lot of people have been saying, you know, the problems that Disney has had with the films, you know, like the kind of like the success that they had initially, and then it kind of like tapered off until, you know, it stalled with Solo, and then Rise of Skywalker didn't do as well as they expected, and then they kind of like put a hiatus on the films. Do you know what? If you wanted a surefire hit that would go down well with fans, you know, just adapt Knights of the Old Republic into a movie. It would be absolutely awesome, and the fans would probably be back on Disney's side. You know, you've got them on the side with the Disney Plus stuff, you know, The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, the upcoming Obi-Wan series as well, which looks really cool. But yeah, if you wanted to get people back in the cinema and fans back in the cinema, you could do no wrong than making a Knights of the Old Republic movie with this guy, because he does look very, very cool. A great figure, highly recommended. I've not seen him anywhere. He's kind of like, I think, sold out a lot of online places, so I was quite fortunate to see him in New York when I did. If you do get hold of him, he'll probably retail for about $21.99, which is the new price for the archive range. But do pick him up if you can find him, because it is a very, very awesome figure. Well, I hope you enjoyed that review, and if you did, then please leave us a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a brand new video. I'm going to do another video for this week, so we will have another one dropping very, very shortly. I'll give you a quick little sneak peek of what it will be. We're going to do the Frankenstein NECA, so look out for that video coming up next. But in the meantime, stay safe and stay tuned to Bearded Geek Toy Reviews. See you soon.